A star fell beyond the eastern ridge and left a crater glowing underneath the rain. I followed the smoke with a compass of iron that spun every time I whispered my name. Inside the crater lay a shard of silver colder than winter, yet burning through my hand. Then the needle pointed toward a road that vanished beneath the oldest forest in the land.
I knew that road from stories my brother told me, a path where travelers disappeared without a trace. They said the falling star could reveal forgotten kingdoms, but nobody returned to describe the place. I followed the light, the roots and crooked branches, hearing distant bells beneath the earth,
until a field of ancient helmets surrounded me, each one marking where a warrior had fallen first.
Follow where the needle turns,
even when the pathway ends.
let the low drums pull us forward,
let the heavy bass descend.
every star that leaves the heavens
Carry something through the night.
maybe what we're searching for was never meant to shine. Compass of the fallen star,
Lead me where the lost ones are. Let the 808 split the ground, let the ancient pulse resound.
past the ruins, past the scars, I'll keep walking through the dark.
If the heavens cast a sign,
I'll follow till the end of time.
the road descended to a valley where no sunlight touched the stones. 1,000 statues stood in silence, each one carved with different bones. At the center was a broken altar holding maps from kingdoms erased, and every map had one destination marked exactly where I stood that day.
I placed the silver shard upon the altar and watched the ancient maps ignite. Now with flames that burned the paper, but with lines that formed a living light.
They showed every journey made by people who had vanished, chasing power and gold.
Then the compass cracked apart and left one message.
Some roads are yours to hold.
Now the silver light is fading.
Now the ancient maps are still.
Let the percussion strike the chamber.
Let the bass become the will.
We don't need to own tomorrow.
We don't need to know its cause.
Some journeys give us answers,
Some reveal what we have lost.
compass of the fallen star,
Lead me where the lost ones are. Let the 808 split the ground, let the ancient pulse resound.
past the ruins, past the scars, I'll keep walking through the dark.
The heavens cast a sign,
I'll follow till the end of time.
I thought the fallen star would lead me to a kingdom waiting somewhere beyond the mountains, but every road beneath that silver light showed me the cost of chasing what the heart keeps wanting. So I left the ancient maps untouched and buried the compass beside the cradle where it came.
Some discoveries are not treasures to be carried,
They're reminders that we choose our own name.
and when the night returned above the valley, I saw the stars scattered wider than before. I didn't need another sign to guide my footsteps, because I finally knew what I was walking for.
Beneath the frozen fjord, something ancient was turning. The fishermen heard it, but nobody stayed. A spiral of bubbles rose under the moonlight, then vanished beneath where the black waters laid. I followed the shoreline and found broken pillars,
carved with the serpent wrapped around a spear.
The elders had warned that the fjord held a guardian, but nobody knew why it awakened this year.
I found an old tablet beside the cliffs, describing a promise between sailors and the beast below. They had sworn never to harvest the sacred waters, and then return the northern village you would row.
But generations forgot when the first king demanded every treasure hidden under the tide. And now the serpent was rising, because the ancient agreement had finally been denied.
Hear the water moving,
feel the shoreline shake, let the deep drum strike beneath us.
let the frozen earth away.
Every promise leaves an echo,
Every betrayal has a cause.
what the old ones left behind us
must not forever be lost. Serpent beneath the fjord, rise from the frozen deep.
Let the ancient waters thunder, let the forgotten promise speak.
Heavy 808 through the storm, make the northern cliff respond.
We don't claim what isn't ours, we restore what was belong.
When the sleeping tide awakens,
We will face what we have broken. The king sent Davos toward the ruins, searching for the silver buried underneath the floor. But the water turned violently against them, throwing every man back toward the shore. I stepped before the gathered warriors and told them what the ancient tablet had revealed. The serpent wasn't hunting for our blood, it was guarding something our greed had concealed.
we returned every artifact taken from the fjord, placed each ancient piece where the ruins once stood. And the black waves slowly settled around us, and the serpent surfaced where the moonlight shone good. It looked across the village before sinking, leaving circles spreading quietly through the bay. And from the night onward, nobody harvested there, because respect had finally replaced the old way. Now the waters have grown silent,
Now the ancient debt is paid. Let the percussion hit like thunder,
let the heavy bass cascade.
not every mystery is treasure.
Not every power must be claimed.
Some things survive for centuries.
When their boundaries are respected. Serpent beneath the fjord, rise from the frozen deep.
Let the ancient waters thunder, let the forgotten promise speak.
Heavy 808 through the storm, make the northern cliffs respond.
We don't claim what isn't ours, we restore what's belong.
When the sleeping tide awakens,
We will face what we have broken. I thought the sea was hiding something valuable, something worth risking every life to take. But the deepest treasure wasn't buried in the water, it was knowing which promises we must never break. So I left the fjord untouched beneath the moonlight, with no
silver crown and nothing in my hand.
some ancient powers don't belong to kings or warriors.
They belong to the balance of the land.
I walked into the city where the winter market empty, carrying a letter from a stranger I had never known. It said the ruler disappeared before the first snow, leaving 7 locked doors beneath the palace stone. Nobody dared to open them, because each door carried symbols from a war, erased from every record. So I broke the seal on the first one and heard a voice inside asking why the truth had been forgotten.
I have been waiting near the palace for 3 nights, watching guards protect the throne that nobody occupied. The people still pay their taxes to a ruler who was missing, while whispers filled the streets about the reason why. When the first door opened underneath the courtyard, every bell in the city rang without a hand. And from the darkness came the names of those betrayed by the kingdom, names the rulers had tried to ban. Open every hidden doorway,
Let the buried voices speak.
Let the drums descend like thunder.
Let the low end hit beneath.
Truth may carry heavy weight, but silence weighs even more.
If the past demands an answer, we will open every door. Break the seal, unlock the silence. Let the forgotten testify.
Heavy 808 underneath us.
Let the ancient palace cry.
No more statues hiding secrets.
No more crowns above the truth.
If the kingdom built on silence,
We will tear the silence through. Behind the seven door we found a chamber filled with letters, thousands written by the people of the land. Each one described a different crime committed by the throne. Every page signed by a trembling hand. The missing ruler wasn't dead, he had abandoned power after discovering what his ancestors had done. He left the doors to tell the people what had happened, then vanished before the palace could be burned.
I read the final letter underneath the dying candle, where the former ruler begged the people not to repeat. He said a crime becomes a prison for the wearer when the truth is sacrificed to keep the kingdom complete. So we opened every archive and returned the stolen records. Let the families finally learn what had occurred. And when the throne stood empty in the morning, nobody fought to claim it because freedom had been heard. Now the palace doors are open.
Now the winter winds move through.
Let the percussion shake the marble.
Let the bass become the truth.
No more kneeling to a symbol. No more living under fear.
When the people know their history, no false king can rule them here. Break the seal, unlock the silence. Let the forgotten testify.
Heavy 808 underneath us.
Let the ancient palace cry.
No more statues hiding secrets.
No more crowns above the truth.
If the kingdom built on silence,
We will tear the silence through. I thought we came to find a ruler, hiding somewhere behind those ancient palace walls. Instead we found 1,000 voices waiting for someone brave enough to answer when history calls. So I left the throne untouched beneath the dust, where no ambition could claim it as its own. A kingdom doesn't need a master. When its people finally learn, they can build a future on their own.
and when the winter morning entered through the palace windows, the empty throne looked smaller than before. Because power loses all its meaning when nobody fears the person sitting on the throne anymore.
Break the seal, unlock the silence. Let the forgotten testify.
Heavy 808 underneath us.
Let the ancient palace cry.
No more statues hiding secrets.
No more crowns above the truth.
If the kingdom built on silence,
We will tear the silence through. She stitched every banner in a room beneath the fortress, using crimson thread and feathers from the crow. Warriors came to men and symbols for their armies, but she asked what every color meant before she'd sew. One night a wounded scout brought back a torn emblem, saying it belonged to soldiers lost beyond the ridge. She studied every mark and quietly refused it, because the banner carried lies across its edge.
I learned the craft from women who remember battles long before the kings began to write their names. Every banner carries someone's reason, someone's grief, someone's hunger hiding underneath the flames. When the generals asked for symbols that would make the soldiers believe they couldn't never lose, I gave them blank cloth instead, because a flag can become a weapon when it teaches men to choose. Thread the truth into the fabric. Don't let colors hide the scars.
Let the drums become the heartbeat.
Let the bass shake near and far. Every symbol tells a story. Every banner makes a claim.
If the serves a falsehood. We will never stitch its name. Raise no banner built on lies. Let the honest colors arise. Heavy 808 through the hall. Feel the ancient timber fall.
We don't march for empty glory. We don't bleed for someone else's story. If a flag demands our soul, tear the fabric, break control.
The king arrived with orders for a banner that would unite them, carrying his crest like the command. But the weaver open records proving half the kingdom had been taken from another land. She placed the documents before him while the soldiers gathered silently behind the door. Then asked him if he wanted loyal people or a beautiful symbol hiding what they were fighting for.
I watched his face change when the old records surfaced, names of villages erased beneath his reign. He could have burned the evidence and ordered silence, but the soldiers wouldn't carry out the same. So I took a plain white cloth and marked it with a circle, nothing royal, nothing made to glorify. Just a symbol saying every person in the kingdom had the right to question why.
Now the old crest falls behind us. Now the hidden records speak. Let the percussion hit like thunder. Let the low end shake beneath.
No more colors used for hatred. No more symbols built on fear.
Let the people choose the meaning. Let the future start from here.
Raise no banner built on lies. Let the honest colors rise.
Heavy 808 through the hall. Feel the ancient timber fall.
We don't march for empty glory. We don't bleed for someone else's story. If a flag demands our soul, tear the fabric, break control.
I thought a banner made a warrior stronger. Thought a symbol could turn fear into pride. But the strongest people in that fortress were the ones who dared to question what the colors tried to hide. So the old royal cloth became pieces for the children, while the plain white banner flew above the gate. Not as a sign of conquest or another ruler's glory, but a promise that nobody stood beneath the lie.
And every year the weaver taught the children how to sew, without repeating what the kings had done. She said a piece of cloth is only fabric until people decide what it means beneath the sun.
Raise no
Banner built on lies. Let the honest colors rise.
heavy 808 through the hall. Feel the ancient timber fall.
We don't march for empty glory. We don't bleed for someone else's story. If a flag demands our soul, tear the fabric, break control.
Blood moon climbed above the village while a raven circled 3 times over the frozen square. Every dog began to howl at once and every window closed as if somebody knew what waited there. I found black feathers scattered around the shrine, each one marked with the symbol cut
In silver,
Then an old woman grabbed my arm and whispered,
follow the bird before the moon begins to wither. I had seen that raven in the dreams of my childhood, perched above a door I never dared to open. My father called it an omen from the old gods, but my mother said some signs are simply warning spoken.
When the bird flew toward the northern forest. I followed with them beneath the crimson sky, and deep between the trees we found an ancient altar where a forgotten oath had been left to die.
Hear the raven calling,
feel the cold descend, let the heavy rhythm strike,
let the darkness bend.
every feather marks a secret,
Every shadow knows the way.
if the blood moon shows the doorway,
We will face it without delay. Raven under the blood moon, carry every hidden truth.
let the 808 shake the ground.
Let the ancient pulse resound. Through the darkness, through the flame, we will uncover every name.
When the crimson heavens rise,
Nothing buried stays disguised.
the altar opened underneath us, revealing stone tablets buried underneath the roots. They told the 7 warriors who betrayed their people, then vanished wearing stolen suits. The raven landed on the oldest tablet and dropped a silver ring beside the carved design. I recognized my father's family symbol, and suddenly the ancient crime became mine.
My father had spent his whole life hiding something, claiming his family served the village with pride. But the tablet showed his ancestors had abandoned the people when the enemy arrived outside. I could have brought the evidence and protected the honor carried by our bloodline. Instead I carried every tablet back before the council and let the truth destroy the lie. Now the ancient names are spoken, now the hidden blood is clear.
Let the percussion hit like thunder, let the deep bass crush the fear.
We don't choose the lies we inherit, we don't worship what was wrong.
What our fathers left behind us
Doesn't have to make us strong. Raven under the blood moon, carry every hidden truth.
let the 808 shake the ground.
Let the ancient pulse resound. Through the darkness, through the flame, we will uncover every name.
When the crimson heavens rise,
Nothing buried stays disguised.
I spent my whole life believing blood was destiny, believing every ancestor deserved a place of honor. But the raven showed me lineage means nothing if we carry every mistake instead of learning from it. So I buried that silver ring beneath the altar where the old betrayal had begun, not to erase my family's history, but to make sure its darkest chapter would never become mine.
And when the blood moon finally faded, the raven vanished beyond the northern trees. I kept the truth, not the shame, because knowing where we came from doesn't mean we have to remain there. Raven under the blood moon, carry every hidden truth.
Let the 808 shake the ground.
Let the ancient pulse resound. Through the darkness, through the flame, we will uncover every name.
When the crimson heavens rise,
Nothing buried stays disguised.
beyond the western cliffs stood a tower with no doorway, where one old keeper watched the ember through the rain.
He never spoke of kings or battles from the old days, only fed the hidden fire whenever storms came.
I climbed the broken stairs and found his hands were shaking, but his eyes stayed fixed upon the crimson glow.
He said, when this fire dies,
the northern people lose the memory of why they ever chose to grow.
I had heard that tower mentioned in the stories, where travelers once left their names before they disappeared. My mother said the keeper guarded something sacred, not a weapon, but the courage people carried through their fear.
Inside the chamber, every wall was covered with carvings, showing farmers, healers, sailors standing side by side. The flame had burned for generations as a reminder that the people are strongest when they refuse to divide.
Keep the ember breathing slowly, let the ancient chamber glow.
Let the low drums build beneath us, let the heavy bass roll low.
Not a fire made for conquest, not a flame that asks for praise.
It survives because somebody
chooses hope through darker days.
keep the last fire burning.
Let it shine beyond the storm.
Hate awake beneath the heartbeat.
Make the frozen mountains roar. When the night removes the color, when the cold surrounds the land,
I'll protect the little ember.
with these ashes in my hand.
Then the northern winter came, harder than the stories, freezing rivers underneath the sky of iron gray. The tower lost its roof, the outer walls were cracking, and the keeper knew the flame could last one day. He handed me a vessel carved from ancient cedar, told me carry it beyond the mountains before the fall. Don't protect the tower, he said, protect the reason why the fire was ever meant to burn at all.
We traveled through the blizzard with the ember hidden, while distant war drums echoed somewhere far behind. Villages opened every door when they saw the glow returning, people bringing oil and wood without being asked to mind.
By sunrise, we had reached a valley filled with strangers, each one carrying a memory they refused to let decay. I placed the ember in the center of the gathering, and hundreds of small fires entered it that day.
Now 1,000 flames are rising, now the valley starts to shine.
Let the percussion hit with thunder.
Let the low end intertwine. What was guarded by one keeper now belongs to everyone.
A single spark becomes eternal when the people pass it on. Keep the last fire burning.
Let it shine beyond the storm.
Laid awake beneath the heartbeat.
Make the frozen mountains roar. When the night removes the color, when the cold surrounds the land,
I'll protect the little ember.
with these ashes in my hands.
I thought the keeper's duty meant defending one old tower until the end of time. But he knew the flame was never truly his. It belonged to every heart that kept compassion alive. The tower eventually fell beneath the snow, and no stone remained above the ground. Yet every winter the valley glows with thousands of fires, proving what was carried forward never burned out.
So if the darkness comes again, we won't search for the tower or wait for one chosen hand. Will light the flame between us, shoulder to shoulder, until the smallest spark becomes a land.
I came from the cliffs with the black Fjord breeze, with the storm on my back and the frost beneath. The drums hit hard while the cold wind bends. Every step that I take is a message I send. I don't need a crown when the mountains stand witness. I don't need the praise when my blood stay relentless. With the night in my lungs and the north in my sight, I move through the darkness like thunder in flight.
I watched from the ridge as the pale clouds gathered, while the sea below turned dark and shattered. The voices of ancestors moved through the gale, carrying warnings like songs in the sail. I kept every promise that survived the burn, and every lost name became a reason for returning. Now the sky is awake and the horizon ignites. I can feel something ancient approaching tonight.
Hear the thunder cross the water.
Feel the earth begin to move.
Let the drums become the heartbeat.
Let the northern blood improve.
No retreat beyond this moment.
No surrender to the night.
When the black fjord starts to tremble,
We awaken with the light. Thunder over the black fjord.
shake the mountains to the core.
Let the deep bass hit like war.
Let the northern spirits roar.
From the darkness we emerge, like a wave that cannot turn. When the storm begins to rise,
We will face it with. Now the long ships cut the water while the rain falls sideways, low and shaking underneath the old war drums. I can hear the distant horns calling through the valley. Every warrior around me knows the hour has come. There is no road behind us, only open water. Every fear that held us down has already drowned. So I plant my feet upon the ancient shoreline, and I let the thunder answer when the bass comes down.
I can feel the waves beneath me pulling toward the horizon, carrying the forgotten stories farther from the land. Every scar upon my skin became a map of survival. Every tear that I once shed became strength within my hands. Let the storm tear open every secret hidden underneath. Let the lightning show the path that we were meant to take. For the ones who crossed before us, I will carry their remembrance, and I will never let the legacy break.
When the rain becomes a river,
When the shoreline disappears,
I will stand against the current.
I will never bow to fear.
Let the heavens crack above us.
Let the ocean lose control.
There is thunder in a heartbeat.
There is fire in the soul. Thunder over the black fjord.
Shake the mountains to the core.
Let the deep bass hit like war.
Let the northern spirits roar.
From the darkness we emerge, like a wave that cannot turn. When the storm begins to rise,
We will face it with the skies. If the sea should take my footsteps, let the wave remember every journey that I made. If the storm should break the heavens, let the thunder carry every oath that never faded. I have walked through frozen valleys, crossed the darkness with the weight of countless names. Now I stand beneath the lightning, with the northern fire burning through my veins.
and if the night becomes eternal, I will follow where the distant northern echoes lead. If the world forgets a story, I will carve it into stone so generations learn to read.
Let the black fjord keep our secrets. Let the mountains guard the truth beneath the rain. For the souls that crossed before us, I will carry every memory through the storm again.
Thunder over the black fjord.
Shake the mountains to the core.
Let the deep bass hit like war.
Let the northern spirits roar.
From the darkness we emerge, like a wave that cannot turn. When the storm begins to rise,
We will face it with the skies. I found him alone with the old battlefield ended, sitting beside a drum with the leather half torn. No blade at his waist, no shield on his shoulder, just scars on his hands from the day he was born. He struck once and the valley went quiet, struck twice and the ravens abandoned the trees. Then he looked straight at me like he already knew me and said every war begins with a beat.
I stepped from the shadows and watched his fingers moving, each rhythm carrying memories nobody nobody could see. The first beat was sorrow for those left behind us. The second was anger, the third set us free. He never called soldiers, never promised glory, yet people came walking from villages beyond.
Because sometimes the rhythm can gather the broken when words are too weak to carry them on.
Hear the silence before the thunder.
Feel the heartbeat underneath.
Let the rhythm climb like fire.
Let it move beneath your feet.
Not every drum calls for battle. Not every beat demands a fight. Sometimes rhythm wakes the courage
that was sleeping in the night.
Strike the drum, awaken the valley.
Let the whole frozen ground respond.
Heavy bass rolling underneath like a storm beneath the mountain. Raise your voice, remember the fallen.
Turn the silence into sound.
When the silent drummer calls,
the heartbeat shake the walls. The riders came down from the eastern border, demanding our people surrender before the morning light. The elders were frightened, the gates stood open, but the drummer just lifted his hands into the night. One beat hit echoed across the rooftops, another rolled back from the cliffs like thunder returning. By the time he struck the third beat, every doorway opened and every sleeping torch was burning.
I watched the people gather without a commander. Farmers beside hunters and strangers beside old friends. Nobody wore a royal banner, nobody promised that the fighting would surely end. But the rhythm kept moving from one heart to another, turning hesitation into something they understood. When the riders finally saw the valley united, they lowered their weapons because resistance had become blood. Now the whole valley is breathing.
Now the rhythm fills the air.
Let the kick hit like a hammer.
Let them know that we are there.
No king gave us this courage.
No crown created this sound.
It was born inside the people
when they chose to stand their ground.
Strike the drum, awaken the valley.
Let the whole frozen ground respond.
Heavy bass rolling underneath like a storm beneath the mountain. Raise your voice, remember the fallen.
Turn the silence into sound.
When the silent drummer calls,
let the heartbeat shake the walls. Iron needed weapons, needed legends carved into stone. But that man stood there with nothing but rhythm and reminded every soul they weren't alone. He never called himself a hero, never asked for statues when the danger disappeared. He simply packed his broken drum and walked away before the people could call him their leader.
Years later, children still learn the rhythm from the valley, passing every beat from one generation to the next. Not as a song about a battle, but a reminder that courage can appear when nobody expects. And whenever the night becomes too quiet, you can hear that ancient pattern in the wind. 3 strikes for those who suffered, 2 for those who stayed, 1 for the world to begin again.
Strike the drum, awaken the valley. Let the whole frozen ground respond.
Heavy bass rolling underneath like a storm beneath the mountain. Raise your voice, remember the fallen.
Turn their silence into sound.
When the silent drummer calls,
let the heartbeat shake the wall. frozen river meets the stone. No rust upon the silver edge, no mark of any kingdom, yet the metal felt strangely warm alone.
When I pulled it from the ground, the aurora twisted like a serpent moving through the sky. Then a distant voice came from the mountains, saying that blade was never forced to make you fight.
I followed him beyond the river, carrying records from an elder who had studied that strange steel. She said the weapon belonged to someone who surrendered power when revenge became too real. The blade was forged beneath the aurora from the metal, said to remember every hand it knew. And whoever raised it with hatred would eventually become the very thing they swore to undo.
See the northern colors turning,
Feel the ancient silence wake,
let the heavy kick keep pounding.
let the deep bass shake the lake.
Every weapon holds a purpose, every hand decides its way.
If the blade remembers hatred, we will teach it something else today.
Aurora Blade, shine through the night.
Carry no hatred,
Carry no spite.
let the 808 hit the frozen ground.
The northern thunder sound. Steel may carry ancient scars, but our choices make us who we are.
Raise the blade,
Beneath the sky,
not for war.
but to let the old hate.
We reached the ruined fortress where the last bearer had disappeared without a trace. His armor stood beside an empty throne, but there was nobody in the place. The carving on the wall described the final battle when he refused to strike a fallen foe. He broke the blade across the stone, instead choosing mercy when revenge demanded more.
I placed the ancient steel beside the carving and watched the aurora flood the room with light. The broken pieces began to glow together, revealing names of enemies he had spared that night. Those people later rebuilt the valley after the fortress fell, carrying his decision through the years. He never became a legendary conqueror, but his mercy survived longer than their fear. Now the ancient steel is glowing,
Now the final lesson's clear.
let the percussion strike like thunder.
Let the low end crush the fear.
Strength isn't always striking,
Power isn't always flame.
sometimes courage means refusing to become what caused the pain. Aurora Blade, shine through the night.
Carry no hatred,
Carry no spite.
let the 808 hit the frozen ground.
Let the northern thunder sound. Steel may carry ancient scars, but our choices make us who we are.
Raise the blade,
Beneath the sky,
not for war.
but to let the old hate die.
I can't believe in strength was measured by the damage that a warrior could leave behind. But that broken blade revealed a different kind of power, one that conquers what is raging in the mind. So I buried every fragment beneath the stones where the northern lights could shine. Let the weapon return to the earth, because some victories begin when we refuse to cross the line.
And when the aurora faded slowly from the heavens, the valley fell into a peaceful blue. No sword remained to carry forward the hatred, only the lesson of what mercy chose to do. Aurora Blade, shine through the night.
Carry no hatred,
Carry no spite.
let the 808 hit the frozen ground.
Let the northern thunder sound. Steel may carry ancient scars, but our choices make us who we are.
Raise the blade,
Beneath the sky,
not for lens, left the weight of a kingdom with the bones of my friends. No throne could protect me when the walls came down, so I walked from the ruins without wearing the crown. The village was silent but the forge still glowed, and the blacksmith was hammering hope from the road. I asked him what remains when the kingdom is gone. He said build something better before another dawn.
I carried the ashes of a palace behind me, but the morning revealed something brighter ahead. There were children drawing ships in the dust by the river, while the widows were planting new gardens instead. We had lost every symbol that once made us powerful, yet somehow the people were standing more free. So I tore up the map of the empire we'd worshipped and watched a new world begin from the debris. Let the old walls fall behind,
let the empty throne decay,
let the drums announce tomorrow.
We don't need the past to stay.
Every ending hides a doorway,
every ruin feeds the ground.
What was broken can be rebuilt, what was lost can still be found. Ashen crown, golden dawn, we survived what should have gone.
Let the deep bass shake the stone.
We can build a world our own. No more kneeling, no more chains, no more living in their name.
From the ruins, from the ground,
we will turn the lost around.
Years went by and the empty fortress turned into a market where the old battlefield had been. The broken gates became a bridge for travelers, and strangers arrived without carrying swords. And I watched from the hill as the people laughed freely, no banners above them demanding their loyalty. Then I finally understood that a ruler is forgotten, but the life he leaves behind becomes history.
I walked through the streets where the war once echoed, hearing merchants and children beneath the morning sun. The stones still carry scars from the battles behind us, but nobody taught the young that revenge had to come.
We kept the stories, not the hatred that followed them. We remembered the dead without worshipping pain. And every new house rising beside the old ruins proved that tomorrow could belong to us again.
When the evening shadows gather
and the old bells start to ring,
let the rhythm shake the valley,
let the people hear us sing.
We don't need a golden symbol,
we don't need a royal name.
What survives beyond the battle is the life we choose to make. Ashen crown, golden door, we survive what should have gone.
Let the deep bass shake the stone.
We can build a world our own. No more kneeling, no more chains, no more living in their name.
From the ruins, from the ground,
we will turn the lost around.
I once believed that power meant having every warrior answer when I called their name. Now I know that strength is giving people freedom, even when they choose a road beyond your fame. So leave the ash beneath the soil and let the old ambition disappear into the years. A kingdom isn't what survives through conquest, it's the people who survive beyond their fears.
And if someday another ruler tries to rebuild the walls around us, we will remember what they cost. We'll choose an open road together, knowing freedom matters more than everything we lost. Ashen crown, golden dawn, we survived what should have gone.
Let the deep bass shake the stone.
We can build a world our own.
No more kneeling, no more chains,
no more living in their names.
From the ruins, from the ground,
we will turn the lost around. No, no, no,
Tower fort from iron taken from a battlefield grave. Every strike could summon every fighter in the valley. Every household knew exactly what it meant to obey. But one night, I climbed the tower while the moon was hiding, cut the ropes and dragged that heavy bell away. I didn't steal it for a kingdom or a treasure, I stole it so the children could survive another day.
My father built that bell when the old king ordered every village to prepare for endless war. He believed the sound would make us stronger, but I watched the frightened families disappear through every door. So I carried it beyond the settlement and buried it beneath the field where nobody could hear. If war begins with one command from someone powerful, then silence can become an act of courage here. Let the tower stand in silence, let the empty ropes remain.
Let the deep drums hold the heartbeat,
let the bass roll through the rain.
not every
call deserves an answer, not every order must be heard.
Sometimes peace begins the moment
someone dares to break the word.
Break the war bell, silence the tower,
take away the sound that gives the tyrant power.
let the 808 shake the ground, but don't let hatred be the sound.
No more marching for their glory, no more children learning war.
If the bell can summon armies,
we won't let it ring anymore.
yeah, the king sent riders through the valley when they found the tower silent before dawn. They searched every house and threatened every farmer, demanding that the missing iron bell be brought. But nobody betrayed a secret buried underneath the field beyond the old wheat line. For the first time in generations, every village chose together not to answer the royal sign.
I stood before the king when he finally reached us, carrying the bells, broken clapper in my hand. He asked if I had stolen the symbol of his kingdom. I said I stole the weapon he used to command. He could have ordered every soldier forward, but his army saw the people standing without fear. And when nobody moved at his command, the strongest kingdom suddenly became very small here. Now the eastern tower is quiet, now the valley breathes again.
Let the percussion strike the silence,
let the low end shake the place.
power fades without obedience,
crowns collapse without control.
when the people stand together,
no command can own the soul.
break the war bell,
Silence the tower, take away the sound that gives the tyrant power.
let the 808 shake the ground, but don't let hatred be the sound.
No more marching for their glory, no more children learning war.
If the bell can summon armies,
we won't let it ring anymore.
courage meant raising weapons higher, standing ready whenever someone called my name. But I learned that courage can be quieter, choosing not to feed another man's hunger for fame.
The bell still rests beneath that field where wildflowers cover every trace. And every spring when children run across it, nobody teaches them to fear the sound of war.
I was raised with the old stone towers, watched the valley where a single torch could guide a traveler home. Every winter took another name from the village, every year left another empty seed of stone. They gave me the flame when the keeper disappeared, said protect it with your life until the final bell. Now I walk through abandoned halls alone at midnight, carrying a light that refuses to farewell.
I remember how the others spoke in whispers, saying every flame contains a memory of those before. They believed the fire could reveal the hidden pathways, showing where the lost had walked and where they'd gone.
I never trusted ancient tales until the night came when the torch began to shine without a spark. And inside that trembling golden light I saw the faces of the ones who vanished in the dark.
Keep the flame above the shadows, don't surrender to the night.
Let the heavy drums awaken, let the darkness see our light.
Every doorway holds a secret, every stone remembers pain.
If the old fire still is burning, then the past can rise again. Hold the torch,
Don't let it fade.
carry light through every shade.
Let the deep bass shake the whole, let the ancient silence fall.
If the world forgets our story, we will write another page.
One small flame can split the darkness, one brave heart can change an age.
At the northern gate I found the marks of raiders, fresh black symbols carved across the ancient wall. They yet come believing that the village had surrendered, but they never knew the fire could awaken all. I struck the iron bell and heard the valley answer. Doors flew open as the hidden warriors came. No army stood before me, just 100 fearless souls, each one carrying a different flame.
I stepped beside the keeper as the first drums thundered, watching every frightened face become resolved. What began as just a handful gathered in the darkness turned into a force no enemy could dissolve. We didn't need a king to tell us why we fought there. We defended every child, every home, and every name. And when the gates were finally standing open, every torch and every hand became a blazing flame. Hear the iron bell resounding, feel the ground beneath your feet.
Let the heartbeat of the village turn the fear into a beat.
What they thought was weak and broken now was standing at the gate.
When the people guard each other, no one chooses their own fate.
Hold the torch, don't let it fade.
Carry light through every shade.
Let the deep bass shake the whole. Let the ancient silence fall. If the world forgets our story,
We will write another page.
one small flame can split the darkness, one brave heart can change an age.
Protecting just a flame inside a tower, but I learned the fire was never mine alone. It lived inside the people who refused to disappear, in every hand that lifted something from the stone. So when another keeper comes to take my place, someday I give the torch and tell them what I know. You don't preserve a light by hiding it from darkness, you preserve it by giving others room to glow.